What's up, it's your girl Kyra and welcome to part 2 of my Q&A. So besides music, choreography, and future brands, what's another thing that you plan to invest in? That's a good question. I mean, I want to tap into my entrepreneurial side. Like I want to start my own like little watch brand or something. I wear my Swatch watch all the time. And so maybe I'll start like a little watch business, something for the girlies. Like the name I thought about was Timepiece for a Dime Piece. But anyways, I don't know. We'll see if that ends up happening, or maybe like start a line for like sunglasses or just like things that I often wear. I would want to start a brand for, or like maybe even sweatpants. Like I wear my sweats all the time, or like fuzzy socks, just like things that I frequently like have on. Like I wouldn't mind starting a brand, that's tied into that and still tied into my musicality and still tied into like creativity and about being a boss bitch and being independent and blah blah blah. So something like that. Why do you feel like you are wifey material and in huge detail? Well, I would be a great wifey because I'm understanding, I'm caring, I'm funny, I'm sexy, I'm smart, I can cook a decent meal. Like I'm not no Chef Boyardee, I'm not no Martha Stewart, but the meal's gonna be edible and it'll be ready when you're ready to eat. So, and I'm very spiritual. We can pray together if you want to. I give great back massages. I'm empathetic. There's just some, a few reasons of why I'm big wifey material. But no, yeah, I'm not looking for no hubby right now. Like I said, I'm in my single era and I'm just trying to do me and focus on my music, focus on my health, focus on the career, and that's that. What is your favorite thing about being an artist and your least favorite thing? My favorite thing is being able to create, being able to meet new people and like network and stuff like that. And have an idea and then have it come into fruition. Like I brainstormed ideas for my Overdrive music video, like on the plane from Minnesota back to Virginia. Like all of these ideas was coming to my mind while I was on the plane, and like that idea has blossomed into this completed project, and I just cannot wait to show it to people. So that's just my favorite thing, just like the creative process and being able to express myself through music, dance, videos, etc. My least favorite thing is the business side. The business side is kind of annoying. Like you just got to make sure you cross all your T's and dot your I's, so you make sure you're making your money off of your music. And because it's not as simple as like, oh, I put out the song, it's my beat, it's my music, like it belongs to me. Like no, you gotta copyright shit, you gotta register shit, you gotta make sure everything is in order if you want to be making bread and if you want to make sure you are taken care of in the long run. And so I'm just not super business orientated. Like that's something I'm growing into a little bit more. And you just gotta figure out those logistics if you want to succeed. So again, I'm working on it and I think I'm doing an okay job. What would 10-year-old Kyra say about Kyra now? She would be so proud of me. Listen, 10-year-old Kyra was in 4th or 5th grade, and she was performing her little ass off, in different summer productions. She was in choir. And probably watching High School Musical, wanted to be Gabriella, wanted to be the Cheetah Girls. And I think she would be proud that, I never lost that passion for performing. And I'm still following my dreams, and I graduated college and I got my own place. And so she would say she's proud and just keep on going and keep your faith in the Lord. Who's your favorite artist in the music industry right now? Of course, Kehlani. I'd say Tori Kelly. Like, she's always been unproblematic. She just be minding her business. She got a husband, and she just be singing her little heart out. Like, I love her to death. I wish, like, I could meet her. And then also, I really like Avant. I've been listening to Avant a lot more recently. I'm naming, like, a whole bunch of artists, but yeah. And then Beyonce, of course. Queen Bee, like, queen. And John Bellion as well. Okay, I'm done. How did you get started in the music industry? Well, the first time I was in a studio was when I used to work at this after-school program called Patchwork Quilt. It was like a little church, and I was in the closet, and I was singing some songs with one of the like helpers there. I can't remember his name, but he had a little piano, and so I came up with the chords. I started singing in the closet because everybody started off with a little closet setup, and so I can't remember the name of the song, but I remember the chords. And that was my first like studio experience, and it was really cool. It was cool. And then after that, my mom put me in touch with one of her friends, was singing in the closet again, but that's when I started learning Fruity Loops, which is, one of those digital audio workstations. And so I started using Fruity Loops to produce, and then I got into GarageBand and got into Logic. And then, after that, I just always knew I wanted to be a singer and like be on stage, go on tour, etc. And so I continued to, pursue my music, my songwriting. I performed at school, whether it was high school, college, and just trying to network with different people who own studios, different people who perform, and being in my like adulting era, I graduate college. That's really when I was able to tap into it a little bit more, because I went to school like in the middle of nowhere, or wasn't in the middle of nowhere, but like I wasn't super close to the cities, and making music wasn't like the top of my priority list. I was trying to graduate. I was studying. I had a dance club with my friend that I was working on. Like, it was just too much, so it definitely wasn't at the forefront of everything. But now that I've graduated and I'm able to expand a little bit more and kind of have a little bit more freedom, I've really tapped into that a little bit more. What made you want to be an artist/entertainer? My love for inspiring people, just seeing people get happy when they see me on stage or singing along. Like, it does something for me, it does something for the audience. Like, it's just a mutually beneficial thing to perform and use creativity to, put a smile on somebody's face. It's just, nothing can beat that. Absolutely nothing. And also being able to show my leadership skills, like being a choreographer, being a producer, being someone who, is trying to plan events. Like, that shit doesn't come easy to a lot of people. And so like being able to tap into that side of me a little bit more and show my boss side is something that I really enjoy. And so I think that's a big part of it as well. Like, doing the music is one thing, but also being an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, and taking care of things so I can continue to do music is a big part of that as well. And that's something I've been enjoying and getting better at. Who or what inspires you? My family, number one. My parents have always been my number one supporters. My friends are great, and so they are the reason I continue to do this as well. And other people in the industry who have like very humble beginnings, and I see where they are now, like, or not even just musicians, like athletes, or anybody who's successful in their field and they really like got out the mud. Like, they inspire me. And like, I always mention Kalani because like she was homeless at one point. And so, yeah, I just really admire her tenacity. I love her music. And so she's one person that inspires me for sure. Definitely, again, I want to mention my parents because, like, they've been through a lot. They've gone through hardships. Everyone has. But, like, my parents have gone through it before. And there have been times where, I'm going to get depressing real quick. There have been times where I wanted to give up on life. But, seeing them still going, seeing them still support me, seeing them still love me, seeing them, live their best lives, it's like, if they can get through everything they've gone through and they still keep going, then I can do the same. Like, they keep me motivated. They keep me, wanting to pursue music still and just like continue on with life and, be a good person. So shout out to my parents. I love y'all. Okay, what's my favorite thing to do in my downtime? I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot of shitty reality TV show clips on YouTube, like Catfish, Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls Club, etc. So yeah, YouTube is my jam. I like to watch movies. I like to hang out with friends, I like to do fun stuff. Like, right now I'm kind of in my like, oh, let's go out, let's grab a drink era, but I would love to do stuff that doesn't include alcohol, like painting, or like I want to go on a walk, or there's this place near my crib, like you can do candle making. Like, I want to make some candles. I love having candles. So I would like to do stuff like that. I want to tap into that a little bit more, just like random and like fun stuff. And like, I subscribe to a few like emailing lists that sends me stuff like that, like things going on in Richmond that I can do. I just haven't yet. So that's kind of my next goal, is to just get into that a little bit more instead of like just going to the restaurant, like having a drink. So yeah, those are some of the things I like to do. What's your favorite TV show and movie? My favorite TV show, that's so hard. That is so hard. I mean, back then it used to be like SpongeBob. It used to be like That's So Raven. Right now I watch a lot of Catfish. It be having me cracking up. Like, I don't know why, but it's just, it'd be messy. Let's see, a show that I'm watching right now is Love Is Blind. Another show I'm watching is Manifest, which is really good. A show that I finished called In the Dark is on the CW. Super great show. Love that. Favorite movie? Okay, I already mentioned it. It was The Avengers. But other than that, what's another movie I've watched a ton? I've watched The Watch a bunch of times. It's stupid, but it's funny. I watched Friday After Next a ton of times. Another show I like, though, is Impractical Jokers. Can never get tired of that. Another movie, I don't know. There's just so many to choose from. I'm bad at this. Okay, what's your favorite type of food? Pork chops, pork chops, pork chops, pork chops. My grandma on my dad's side make the meanest pork chops, and so I've been obsessed ever since. I eat pork chops all the time. How do you balance your love life with your music career? With music, you gotta balance everything with that because it's very demanding. It can be very demanding, but the way I'm able to balance it right now is just making sure I don't get too distracted. It's like, it's one thing to, prioritize a person or really be feeling somebody, but I don't want that to take away so much from the music. And I don't want to get too caught up because there have been times where I'm just like, head over heels over this person, so I want to hang out with them all the time, 24/7. Meanwhile, I haven't written a song in XYZ like months, and I haven't recorded because I'm too busy chilling. So it's like I've definitely gotten better at just like setting those boundaries, creating space and time for my music, because it's something I'm very passionate about. So what is my why, or what is my reason? You know, there have definitely been times where I'm like, this is stupid, I'm never gonna be famous, I'm never gonna be rich, I'm not good enough at singing, I'm not good enough at dancing, where I've really gotten down on myself, and I'm like, there's no reason to continue pursuing music. But there's something at the core of my being that will not allow me to stop. Like, I'll listen to a song and I'm like, oh my God, I love this beat. I want to make something a little bit like similar like this, but have my own little spin on it. And then I'm gonna write lyrics to that beat. And then, or like, I'll come up with some like creative idea for a music video. Like, my mind is always racing with ideas that has something to do with music or the creative process or dancing or choreography. And so like, there's just no way I can let that go. And if that's something I'm super passionate about, I gotta pursue it. I gotta give it my all, because I'm gonna be like 50 years old and then regret it and wonder where the time went. So that is my why, because I can't let it go. I can't let it go no matter what I do, no matter how pathetic I feel, or like how many times I've said I'm not good enough, or people think I'm not good enough. I can't stop pursuing it. So that's my why, because I know I can make it and I got the potential. And if I don't try, I'm gonna regret it. What keeps you motivated or going? My why, the reason I just said, because I can't stop singing, I can't stop dancing. It's something in me that won't let me stop. So I'm gonna keep going, period. What would you like to do more of as far as music goes? I want to do more collabs. You know, I want to network with more people. I definitely want to tap in with more female artists. My favorite color is blue. Has always been blue. If you can work with any artist, who would it be? Beyonce. Beyonce is at the top of the list. I like Chris Brown. He's problematic, very problematic, but he puts out hits. Victoria Monet. She's gorgeous, super talented. Victoria Monet is another one. What's the first thing you're gonna buy when you get your first big check? Probably some clothes. I should probably put a good chunk of it in my savings first, but I know myself, and the first thing I'm gonna do is go shopping, probably on Shein, which is where I got this top. Where did I get these earrings? I didn't get these earrings from Shein, but a lot of my wardrobe is from them. I know they're problematic too, but listen. Let's not get into it. Okay, how many times have you been told you resemble a younger Angela Bassett? And if there were a movie about her life, would you be interested in playing a younger her? I've been told I look like Angela Bassett, Venus Williams, a little bit like Sierra, or I remind them of Aaliyah, or Stephanie Mills. I've been told I remind them of a lot of people. I've even been told I look like a less hood version of Glorilla. So yeah, I'm getting off topic. Yes, I've been told I look like Angela Bassett, and I would be interested in playing a movie, playing her in a movie, even though filming movies are super hard and like tedious. So kudos to actors and actresses who just really have to immerse themselves in a role. And Angela is like a big person, a big shoes to fill. So it would be hard, but I think I'd be up for the challenge. I'd be ready to play her. You know, let me get in my little actress bag, okay? But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching this. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, my little Q&A. Let me know if I should do more of these. You know, leave some comments, like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure y'all tap in with me on Instagram and TikTok at KyaraJ_17. Have a great day. Peace.